Alright, so I am going to get this out of my way right now. Okay, so there's three left. It's this one. You know, catch us up. Rescue the little girl, left her off there with her mother. Now you get to this. The thing about this is, sure, the mechanic did his own weird bullshittery. Finally, like, leaves off, and of course, the idiot comes back here. Now, so, totally good. Leaves us. Yeah, he gets his ass beat. Okay, good. They took the car. They wrecked the car. Well, okay. The car is still in one piece, alright? Fuck it. It's great. Plot of convenience, yes? Mm. Ooh. Oh, shit gets real. Trust me, I've been waiting to beat the livers. Ow! You're. Uh. Now. Hello. Ah. He's a little tougher than Scrotus. Why? Because he has a dodge. I hate that. Fuck. Well, fine. You're a dick. Ah, God. Dodge the flurries. He is an annoying asshole. This is the point. Where? Look, you know. Okay. Now get fucked, Stinkum. Look, even Fury can't even fucking. I hate that. He has a dodge. Okay. He's kinda easy, but not. He is meant to be unique, and he's fucking. every convention. He isn't exactly cheese-proof, but I may have to open myself to a degree. You're a dick. Come here. Come here. Now, I will say, you're a dipshit. You are stupid. Welcome to the finale. And this is your answer. You should kill him. Because of reasons. And I have to go up. To be fair, now what I am going to do is go restock ammo, which is the right thing. Then go up. Now, it says like go to. Now, drive to Deep Friar's Temple. I think you can't just fast travel there. That's the thing. So, two parts. You got this, the next. Unfortunately. Let me deal with this legendary. Do I have enough? Not enough. Close to it. I mean, 80% of the horsepower out of the engine. Remedy your mistake. Very forgiving. I personally would, again, this myself, I think the plot is, it has issues. I would have removed, like, this place wasn't the safest. Bitch. Hey. Yeah. Sadly, I don't need ships where I'm going. Now, Team Madigan. So we have here, we have that. Just get this out of the system now, because I don't want to do this. Okay, so... only 17 scrap go. Now. Now, there is a warning towards the end. Make sure you do everything you need to go do. Now, let me see something. The final warning is more or less, is your car upgraded and ready to go? Because I don't think you can abandon the mission. You kinda can, a little bit. But it's not like, I wouldn't call it difficult versus the concept of so. Hello. It is. I mean, granted, right? The final upgrade I can't even get without taking, I think, all her territory down to 0. But that's more where I'll just get the collection. Loot, it's legendary encounter. Ah, go for it. Yep. Don't really care. I am way over armored for the last mission. Now, in reality, the last one. It's these others. Yeah, maybe. Oh. again? I have to, when I said the plot gets retarded and dumb, plot needs to happen. Look, personally, players should have a choice, right? Yeah, dipshit betrays us. Congratulations. I wouldn't say that. Ain't the end of the world? But I would have moved. They should have given the player the option. Like, especially people who have a revenge plot. Thank you. Welcome back. More food. See, I don't think I can steal their vehicles. Makes me sad. Which... Which I find weird. Can't steal theirs, even though it'd be funny. Sorry, 10 loots, nothing. Can you? Yes, you can. But I don't think it's a special vehicle, though. Hold on. These are such loud vehicles when you get into it. No shit. Hmm. You will paint the land in your blood. Hmm. Now, the real finale. The most... Probably Mad Max ending. Now, Anthony, it's like you're about to leave, right? And the last part. Well, thank you, dipshit. You kind of fucked me over, but look. You go to love the guy, then he turns out to be the one who actually caused the issue. Sure. Fine. A lot of this would be solved if you hadn't left the mother and child, in a dangerous place. Sure, tragedy and torture porn have to ensue, because it's Mad Max. I mean, eventually he's like, yeah, Stronghold's complete. There you go. Yep. Now, Stronghold complete. It's all right. Oh. I should say the Crow Dazzle's car. I can't do that till tonight. Deal tonight. Now the finale is very. Hey, fortunately. I mean, the car is upgraded as the car gets. I'm not gonna have any more that I have to do. The only thing I can do is the engine. That's it. Yep. That car is as armored as God has angels. Hold on. Yeah. It's as armored as a car has angels. And if I take out the, if I want to be an asshole, you don't have to worry about respawning enemies where I go. You could probably take it out a little bit. You need that one? Maximum revenge, of course. Don't have to worry about the other. Nah. Yep. Make sure everything is upgraded before proceeding. Yep, this is the final. I mean, you have it. It's your choice. Question is how they die. Very sure. Get fucked. Tell you. Very much a Mad Max finale. Nothing says getting revenge on a warlord is... Yep. Ooh. There's an invisible wall, though. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Still too hasty. Tend too hasty. Why invisible walls? You'll yeet yourself. When I tell you I am more armor than God, you will understand very firm. You ever seen Furiosa? Now, Scrotus is actually supposed to be, how are you, LG? Yeah. Now. Oh, you being an asshole. I don't worry about being lit on fire as much as the, technically, outside of mines, right? See, he has no war rigs, right? So the... Ooh. Well, shit. I will say this game has very interesting bounce physics when you get into it. In terms of... I do say there... Yep. Oof. Wow, you're an asshole. Now the final upgrade, right, is just a very, very... You don't need a top speed as much as it's the stability. See, oh god, yes. Oof. Ah, yeah, you gotta be really careful. About, oh fuck off, thank god. Fine. Yep. Fuck you. Literally. Yep. Messy. Normally I blow them up. Thank you. I hate these. Those have that. Now, if you ever want to know the enemy in the game that is more annoying, is that one. Which... Usually I do this very cleanly. Yeah, sometimes the other. Yeah, there's no audio, but you'd see the other. This game's audio is loud as all get out. Like, if you have never heard it, this game is loud. And I am not one to shy from an audio, but I have this audio at 60%. It's a very good game, but as I said, this game is all sorts of loud. We are talking between the combat and between the cars. Because in reality, a V8 sounds as loud as a V8. First off, the asshole gets the, for what he deserves. Now, see, Scrotus is the actual other son of Immortan Joe. Because this game was originally developed in mind with Fury Road in development. That's actually why the current setting. Now to ignore this. Very anticlimax. Ooh. Now this part is a tricky part, by the way. Come on. Sir, I need... ish. Now this is the tricky part. Yes, this is the part I don't... This is the annoying part. If you ever want to know which is kind of a dumb part, it's this one. Sometimes you actually have to hit him once. You don't hit the car, you hit the thing. Now, granted. There's a... I hate it. Literally. It is the worst. It's like, eh. See, the fun fact is, he steals your car. See, he takes your car that you think is destroyed, which is this is the original Interceptor. Which, bear in mind, this is the giant twist of it all. Because he nearly dies, like, in the first encounter, when you actually fight him. It's actually... See, actually, in Furiosa, right? They don't make him, like, he's, like, smaller than Rictus. Like, he should be the size of Rictus. Which... Now, there is one last little part. The man survived with a saw blade jabbed through his skull on your first time meeting him. Yeah. Now, imagine this. As I said, you cannot get more of a Mad Max ending. Unfortunately, I wish there was a way. No matter how many times I've ever played through it, it is the dumbest ending. It is... Plot is borderline dumb towards the end. Because... It's not that you see it. I mean, if I say it, audio is ridiculous. Like, it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but it is loud. Like, the actual cars are the full. Now, the game doesn't end here. Now, the game takes into account you have the rest of the world you have not beaten. Which, by all means, by that point to survive, you actually probably have a thou. You probably have the realm of you actually have not knocked over probably 90% of the world. Because you. The joke is, you are in the plains of silence. Now, in reality, right? You still have all this. Now, assuming, right, you have never, the pondering of, gotten all the upgrades, you can do it. Now, in reality, you can knock that final mission over. Probably with base harpoon. You don't need the. You need like this one. At least this one. This, as I said, you don't get it until. Like, what is speed in this game? Now, if I wait till night, right? And you get the other. Let's say shotgun, right? Where is it? Let's see. Right here. That's the thing. Let me see. This actually does probably more. You can actually get the look. And it's the max armor. Thing is, it's just the double barrel. You get it at the end. Right, so the 4 to that. Now, there is something. Now, we'll say, though, the Interceptor, though, is definitely has its own, because it's not armored at all. Which, if you actually see it, which bear in mind a lot of the I steal it till the night. I silly downside, I can't steal that vehicle till the night. Now, I will say the handling in this game, right? The V8 itself is actually a, if you know how to do the car, it's that. That one's done. But see, you cannot steal Crow Dazzler's car till night. See, a lot of the game, right, is pure, like, if you haven't knocked over all the scrap locations. Because here is, like, yep. Hmm. Now, this is just morbid, by the way. That is just morbid. Knowing her fate. By the way. The fact alone, she's still alive in the game. When she's clearly dead. I mean, technically, weird way of when this place gets restored. Which but for the most part, right? Let me see. You kinda let's see. Is it the Archangel? Hmm. So you can build like these. Interceptor basically has no armor. I don't think his armor. See, now I can basically build any of the vehicles. Any of them can be built. Now, traditionally, if you never ever want to use these, you don't really have to. I mean, technically build your own. Now, the only downside to this is these you're using because, well, you don't have the Opus cars anymore. So you can actually build them. Which, they're in their own class of vehicles. I usually keep that one. I don't really mind it. Not a lot of customization in reality. But you can actually just, you want to build a car for stability. You don't know how you do it. Border spikes are a little retarded in terms of would you do it? Cars get heavy. Now, you don't necessarily need this one. To be fair, not a lot of people tried to board your car, which is weird. But A lot of this is just if you actually get the territory down. Ow. Bear in mind, this game was done with Dolby Digital in mind. I might be able to, because if you don't realize how loud this car is, let's see, sound-wise, right? Let's see. Hold on. You ever not know how loud that is? Man. Now, that's actually how loud you think it is. Right? On Discord, I turn it down, it goes to yellow. That is actually... When this game, I say this game is loud, try playing it. I had to adjust OBS. I literally have to adjust OBS. And that's like, if? You wonder why it was muted. Yeah, do know. Is 60%. Bear in mind, this is 60.
It's a lead slinger!
Yep, I have been playing with this a while.
War party approaching!
Again, I think I probably have, like, in total. I'm just gonna wait till night, because this game, it being at 60, right? The soundscape in this, see, like, here.
Need fire cover!
Oh god. Not the best idea. You are a fucking... See, it's not the, I hate those fucking... Jesus.
Keep them off my back!
And for some bizarre reason, that shotgun is not as armored
Ready to go!
as probably the level 4. Which, bear in mind, is what we wind up using. Because it does a lot of damage, but apparently it does not physically go in. It doesn't actually dismantle vehicles, which makes 0 sense. Now, do I have a turbo? Yes.
the smart.
I don't have a fire raider. And you wonder why you can hear these from miles. By the way. These things sound like RC cars going like miles. So in the soundscape, you pretty much hear all the cars going that far.
You outgash Fendor Scrotus.
Wait till night.
Say, if you're looking to gain the
But
favor
yes.
of the gods, you can always do a death run. Krondasel's not far.
I need the reminder of... The game always reminds you of that. It's like, have you done one? Yes, you have. Multiples of them. To be honest, the real game begins when you actually wind up having to but most of these strongholds are already knocked over by the time you because you physically have to do it. Oh god, that's a good way. Believe I ran over a mine. Yes. I ran over a mine is actually what happens. That's one way to get rid of a minefield though, by the way. You never know. Yeah. See, I haven't. What is it? See, there's still loot in these. So only like 50% of my actual ones. I leave sound off intentionally. Because if you've never known, it's, I say, it's a... You would not, you could barely hear yourself sometimes. Let alone the games to stream. Now, a lot of the little side post act. My fault. What the hell is that? Thing is, you have to get the suspension, right? So the big deal about having your car protected is suspension. contrary. Very much. Right. So this game, if you ever wondered, did inspire. What was it about 2015? So if the game was in development, right, you do see like roughly. What is it? Basically loot. It's not like game gets done. Like once the this is where the real like depending on how much of a perfectionist you wish to be in general, right? Let's say you haven't done the projects. Let's say you haven't done the how much I didn't really care to loot everything. Because most of my strongholds, the camps will give me the things I need. Camps give you now it is a derpy little game when it comes down to the now this is better armor. Like in the terms of now everything becomes. Now I don't truly care for the shotgun. Like the double barrel, right, sounds good in theory, but it doesn't outweigh the 4 because you need it more for the vehicles on the road. I mean, in theory too, you could also just blow them up with thunderbolts, but so technically what I want is just go to the night cycle for once. The last part. Which, therefore, right? But I do have other projects in the work, right? So I needed to get this out of the way. Hello. Aw, you survive. I said it survives, but that was a boom bug, wasn't it? Oh, come on. Come on. You guys are so keen to charge everything. Okay. It's the problem that these have level 2 armor. Yes, and they will rip the living shit out of a car, by the way. Strangely enough. That particular grill. See, I don't have a boom. This is the if you get bored section. Or if you have not basically done it. For some bizarre reason. Ask how a light pole bounces you back like a ping pong ball. No. Game physics is a thing. I mean, if you go around, it's like collecting Pokemon kind of thing. Because if you do that, that's basically what the vehicles are, to be honest. They're like collecting Pokemon in reality. Want a full collection? Always fun. Bitch. Hardball, though, is... I forget where that is, though. At the same reason why I, Oh, yeah. One of the loudest things in the game itself, right, is the Black Storms, which is this. Good lord. Probably the most deadliest in the game as well. Oh god, go away. Hey, god, freaking. Yes. Um. So you have two types of storms in this game. One is a sandstorm. The other one is this storm. I feel a duster is minor compared to this. As I say, if you want to attack me in a gale force storm winds, I wish you luck. Hmm. Be nice if it would just end, but this goes on for a good little while. Hmm. Proves the car can survive that. Hmm. Not that it's still midday. honestly. I'm looking for night. Night. Which apparently it ain't gonna give me. No. See, the black storms are deadlier, but more rewarding. Roughly, you walk away with roughly with like, what's that, 150? If you actually do it wisely, you can get a lot from it. Now the thing is, surviving it, that's a different story. Those early on you're gonna run from or seek more shelter. Because the fact that, yeah, those things will be the first one you encounter. Depending on the area, you have no cover. But yeah, I think what I'm going to have, maybe not today, or I have to see. I do have some more commentary topics here, but I had something else. Going over topics myself. Oh, it is funny watching the typical morons basically melt down, but I can't think of it right now. Huh. Really? You whacked me with my own car. You piece of shit. Happens more than you think if you're not aware. Like, if you're not aware that that happens, it will. It doesn't hurt you, right? Surprisingly enough. You're trying to go around and just collect cars, yeah. Now, you ever want the more annoying part? Find the loot scavenger hunt. Where is the last scrap in a place? Right? These are roadkill vehicles, aren't they? It's nice of them to deliver that to me. Now, for some bizarre reason, now, why? Wow, that is a fragile vehicle. Though, what do you say about a vehicle that is utterly designed to blow up? Its whole purpose is to suicide into other vehicles. Which should scare people, by the way. That whole vehicle's purpose is to blow up another vehicle at the cost of its own. Shit you not. More or less a cruel joke than anything else. Though I don't like driving a half-fueled car. I have a kaboom bug, don't I? Nope. The irony is, it's designed for two people. Right? But you're never using it for it. See, I don't think night's gonna ever come. Hmm. See, now I'm getting ragdoll physics. And they're always been in the game. Man, I am getting more ragdolls. Maybe the game will give me a night. Might give me a night. Which I highly, highly doubt. It's probably going to take forever. I sometimes feel the night and day cycles take forever too. At least when you want it to. I mean, collecting cars, though, right, is... That's what you do. I need to go see where I can find. Herdball! What the hell? Ugh. Ugh. God, the car hits a pebble. It's a go-kart, for God's sakes. I think I swear people just think I'm joking. Thing is a bloody ass go-kart. To be honest. So I think one of the legendary vehicles is actually that. So I said that's a little bit what the Rockstar vehicle is. Believe me. That's just what it is. It's runs around like that, has interesting suspension. But the downside is you wind up blowing up. Oof. Also sell me out for ah. Here for the most part if you're trying to just loot. It's like waiting for, like... So here it gets that weird game part. I'm trying to wait for night in game. Doesn't want to do it. Keeps giving me daytime. At the time, it will just switch. I don't know. It's just tipping over scarecrows and minefields. Not so much fun in the reality. I mean, I don't call it exciting. The races, though, I mean, I believe this is finally setting sun. It is the setting sun. Now here's the question. Do you knock it over? A lot of that shit's like, They just make a lot of combat look easy, though. Right? Because a lot of this is just... I either done it 100 times, or... I can think of anything. But yeah, I do have, what is it? Commentary titles, and I can't think of it. No, there's an idea I was thinking of. Ugh. One morning. What is? I was. No, I had it. I couldn't think what it was off the top. What if Dane's people got into an argument with Alpha Eagle? That's what it was. A term. It's one of those things. I wrote it down, but it'll come back to me. It's a concept of what liberal people do. They, it's a lot of use to actually, what it's basically meaning that they, minimize, harm harm reduction is what I was thinking of. Because I'm going to do a little more research into it. Because you see a lot of progressive people talk about harm reduction. It basically is the concept of if you provide needles, less heroin addicts will die because they'll turn into clean needles, dirty needles. But in turn, you normalize drug use in certain areas. And his whole thing is like, if there's pedophilia, if there's this stuff, harm reduction, basically, you basically minimize it with harm reduction. Yeah, see, it doesn't work in all aspects of things. Like if harm reduction... That worked. Okay. A lot of times, some stuff you don't think works, but it just does. Until I run into the invisible rock. Or wall. See, well, Alpha Eagle, I like a lot of his content, right? You also have the, Morgan, who does it with Dane. He actually tries to say, well, you're a Christian. You're a fascist. Well, name me a normal Christian that wants a gay person put to death. It's not a normal nut job, right? Well, it's like watching two people on the different sides of the coin argue. But like in Dane's worldview, harm reduction would equate to solving stuff. It doesn't solve anything at the end of the day. If anything, it just creates more of an issue. Harm reduction is a very interesting philosophy. There is no buildings, no sides I can't scale. Eventually, you're just forcing your way up things. Becomes a common occurrence around in this game. Unless there's an invisible wall, good luck. There's a way around it. And assuming you don't rip the little shit out of your car, go. Really? That does more damage to my stuff. Look. That does more damage to my car. A minor bump in a rock does more damage than something getting caught going straight up a damn mountain. Like who guessed it? Because I think there's a lot of people, right? It's also funny too watching Dane turn on Tony. They're definitely not the best of friends. Dish. What the fuck? How? Come on. Some fucking ridiculous. Because there's a thing usually I find about harm reduction people. They don't fully get it. It doesn't work in. I mean, they think they're gonna do well. I mean, but ask Portland, Chicago, and pretty much Detroit. How did harm reduction work there? It doesn't. Ask Canada and the Clean Needle program. It doesn't work. If anything, you're just gonna wind up starting to normalize. If I'm in the land of strange boulders, apparently. See, the thing about some areas, as I said, easier to do, there isn't. Now, it is funny watching the assholes melt down about Yaira, though. Because according to Tony and Black Angus, right? The Eric July has gone woke. 'Cause it's a girl boss. Oh god. You know that stupid argument, by the way. They're still trying to run with that. But remember, it's all fun and games to Tony and them. We're allowed to criticize, aren't we? Well, here's your problem. It's all fun and games, right? But he says yes, criticize him for being a lazy reactionary that doesn't transform content. Which he does. He doesn't transform the content at all. I mean, really? Lord. Like, what damages this car and what doesn't is amazing to me. Hmm. Hmm. Remember when you do bad reactionary content? Uh, it is actually funny, by the way. Look, it's they have fun with making fun of people and lolcows, right? Oh, it's all fun and games until everyone gets made fun of themselves. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, just a more of a shade. I mean, look. Like trying to wait. Mm. Again, if you want the day and night cycles not to take ages, really? Now they take ages. Again, a couple of shades darker, okay? Imagine it was just a couple of shades darker. But no, it's gonna take forever for it to pass into evening time, apparently. A metal grinder. Ram head. Oh, there's a ram head. More apt to usually blow these up. That's because I don't like being rammed to death. Man, they are stupid vehicles. And surprisingly fast for what they are. And it's not because they're armored. They just do a lot of damage. They don't think about it because they're just used to do that. Now, in reality, is their suspension a little? And they also have good suspension, too. Often what I find. Believe it or not, one of the most stable vehicles they have. Believe it or not. Look, I'm waiting for night. A couple of shades of darker. Well, ain't gonna do it. All it is. It won't turn night. Whatsoever. Sure, if I walk away, it might. Like, how long do you think it turns to turn night? No. Really stupid. That is very sad. When you think that traditionally you would be getting the vehicle you want, time of day, right? Because any other part of the game, it would have already shifted the night by now. Now it's just going to take forever. Because sure. I do need that. I mean, if you vehicle does not get wrecked. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. These are whale bones, actually. Boo. Don't think it's gonna happen, is it? No? Yeah. As I said, I just... Eh. Nope. It ain't gonna happen. Nope. See, here's the thing, right? The night and day cycle should have hit. Yeah, but I'll probably call it right there, though. As I say, so waiting for night is like... Hey, but... 100% enemy far as locations, right? Percent complete 82%. Scavenge locations, hood ornaments found. Death runs, trophies earned. To be fair, how many useless fucking deaths? That's high. Scrap spent. See, found and spent is idea. Weird. Side attack skill, Drivers killed. Number of times looted. So a lot of my deaths, believe it or not, come from my own stupidity. Okay, hold on. You troll of a game. But yes, this is pretty much done. It's an interesting game. As I said, it's good too, by the way. It's just, I'll have my other topics. See, I will work on Diablo 4, but I'm usually that's only gonna be one season. I did dodge the bullet with Destiny 2, apparently. They couldn't play for almost 8 hours. Imagine that. They didn't get services restored until like almost like it was like noon. Like they were having issues until 10 at night. But I do recommend picking this game up more on GG.deals. I mean, yeah, it's $20 in reality. You get about multiple playthroughs. Let me see. Show people this. This is good. So this was like my 4th one. I guess I had a save that got deleted. My 400 and hold on. Yeah, see, this isn't exactly right. Half of it. So 2 days. Look at the idea. I mean, I think I sit currently at like, what is it? The only achievement. I guess there is a few that I don't have. 394 hours. I think this is the only game next to like what's it, Dawn of War 2 that I have done yeah, I have more than 130 37 hours in that game. Well, that's a lie. Yeah, I think next I'll have to see, so I will have some commentary projects done. Whenever Gray gets back to me, I guess. But I gotta check and see. Supposedly, Shenandoah was supposed to be released. Unless I think that's like the 10th. So the 10th is Division's new season, supposedly. See, personal time, I just grind away at Genshin. That's what I was doing the last 2 days. And I did get Wanderer, but that's not something. But I mean, I do need to. I probably don't know if I'll stream that or not. But at least coming up, sure. Like, depending on projects with people, Diablo 4 will probably come up in rotation. Fallout 76 because Shenandoah is supposed to come out. But I say but that gets delayed. But yes, all in all, this is a really good game in terms of it. Like, you'll get a lot of play hours out of it. It has multiple playthroughs. Pretty still linear depending on how you play. I mean, more so I'm a completionist. So. But it's weird how this was discounted. But validity is enough to have it be the stuff used in Furiosa. So, again, I will catch up people later and then. Most days. And ignore the other part, not that part, but part before this one. This one. Yeah, OBS decided to just do that because I only streamed that for 4 hours. But yeah, no, you're like talking total of 32. Like, you could speed throw in like 20 hours. So, I will catch people later. I probably need to go out myself.